If you've just unboxed a brand new Windows 11 computer, the setup screen you're looking at right now might feel like a lot. Don't worry, this whole process is actually much easier than it looks, and I'm going to walk you through every step so you don't get stuck anywhere. When your computer first powers on, the very first thing Windows will ask you is to choose your region or country. This is basically just telling the system where you are, so it can set the correct time, language, and basic settings. Just scroll through the list, pick your country, and click Yes to continue. Next up, you'll see the keyboard layout screen. If you're in a country like the United States, United Kingdom, Pakistan, or anywhere else, just select the keyboard type that matches your physical keyboard. In most cases, it will already be set correctly. Once you confirm it, click Yes again. Now, Windows may ask if you want to add a second keyboard layout. This is usually for people who use multiple languages or special typing setups. If you don't know what this means, or you only use one keyboard, just choose Skip. At this point, you're still in the very early setup stage, and Windows is just collecting basic information about your device. Nothing complicated is happening yet, so there's no need to rush or worry about making mistakes. After this, the system prepares to move into the next stage, which usually involves connecting to the internet and continuing the installation process. But before that happens, take a moment to make sure your keyboard and region settings are correct, because these small choices help Windows tailor everything properly for your daily use. After you finish the basic region and keyboard setup, Windows 11 will move you into one of the most important steps of the whole process, connecting to the internet. At this stage, your computer will show a list of available Wi-Fi networks nearby. If your device has wireless capability, you'll see your home network appear on the screen. All you need to do is select your Wi-Fi name from the list. Once you click it, Windows will ask you to enter your Wi-Fi password. Take your time here. Make sure you type it correctly, because even a small mistake will prevent the connection from working. After entering the password, click Next or Connect, depending on what shows on your screen. Now your computer will try to connect to the internet, and you might see a short loading or verification message. This is completely normal. Once it successfully connects, Windows may take a few seconds to confirm everything is working properly. In some cases, if your internet is slow or temporarily unstable, it might take a little longer. Just stay patient and let it finish the process without restarting anything. Once you're connected, Windows will automatically move forward to the next setup stage. Behind the scenes, your system is now checking for basic configuration updates and preparing to continue installation. You don't need to click anything during this moment, just let it run. At this point, your computer is officially online, which is important because Windows needs internet access to complete setup, download updates, and prepare your system for first use. If you're using a laptop, make sure it stays plugged in or has enough battery so it doesn't shut off during setup. Interrupting the process here can delay the installation. Once everything is connected and stable, Windows will smoothly transition into the next phase of setup, where it starts preparing system updates and important installation terms before moving further. Once your computer is connected to the internet, Windows 11 will immediately move into the update and system preparation stage. This is where the setup starts getting everything ready in the background, so your device runs properly from day one. First, you'll likely see a screen where Windows checks for updates. This step is important because it ensures your system has the latest security patches and required files before finishing installation. You don't need to do anything complicated here, just let it run. Depending on your internet speed, this can take a few minutes. After the updates check, you may see a screen asking you to accept Microsoft's terms of service. This is standard for every Windows installation. To continue, simply click Accept. There's no customization needed here, it's just required to move forward. Next comes something a bit more personal, naming your computer. Windows will ask you to give your PC a device name. This is not your login name and not your password, it's just how your computer is identified on networks and in system settings. You can name it anything you want. Some people keep it simple like My PC or Home Laptop, while others prefer names like Workstation or Gaming Setup. It doesn't affect performance at all, so just choose something you'll recognize later. Once you've entered the name, click Next to continue. After this, Windows will start applying your choices and preparing the next stage of setup. You might notice the system restarting or showing a loading screen. This is completely normal and part of the installation process. At this point, your computer is actively building your personalized Windows environment. It's organizing system files, applying updates, and getting ready for account setup. You don't need to click anything during this phase. Just let the system do its work. It may restart more than once, but that's expected. Once it finishes, you'll be taken to the next major step, signing in with or creating a Microsoft account. After the system finishes its updates and restarts, Windows 11 will bring you to one of the most important setup stages, signing in with a Microsoft account. At this point, you'll see a screen asking you to either sign in or create a new account. If you already have a Microsoft account, you can simply enter your email address and move forward. This could be an Outlook email, Hotmail, or even another email service linked to Microsoft. If you don't have an account yet, don't worry, there will be an option to create one right on the screen. The process is quick and usually only takes a couple of minutes. You just enter your email, create a password, and follow the prompts. Once you enter your account details, Windows may ask you to verify your identity. This is where the system sends a security code to your email or phone. You'll need to check your inbox, find the code, and type it into the setup screen. This step is important because it protects your account and ensures it's really you logging in. After verification, Windows will begin connecting your Microsoft account to the device. This step allows your settings, files, and preferences to sync across devices if you use more than one computer. Once the connection is complete, the system will move forward and may ask you to set up a few security options. You might also notice it preparing account features in the background. This is normal and can take a short moment. During this process, it's important not to turn off your computer or close the setup screen. Everything is being configured automatically, so your account works properly with Windows 11. After everything is successfully linked, the system will continue to the next stage, where you'll create your PIN and finalize your device security settings. Once your Microsoft account is fully connected, Windows 11 will move you into the security and personalization stage. This is where you start shaping how you'll actually access and use your computer every day. The first thing you'll likely see is the option to create a PIN code. This is different from your Microsoft password. A PIN is a short number code that makes logging in faster and easier. Instead of typing a long password every time, you just enter a simple 4-digit or longer PIN. Click Create PIN, then enter a number combination you can remember but others can't easily guess. Windows may also give you the option to include letters and symbols, but most users stick with numbers for convenience. Once you confirm it, your PIN becomes your main way of unlocking the device. Next, Windows might ask if you want to restore settings from another device. If you've used Windows before and signed in with the same account, you may see options to bring back apps, preferences, or files. If this is a brand new setup, or you prefer a clean start, choose Setup as a new device. This keeps everything fresh and avoids old settings being carried over. After that, you'll reach a series of privacy and permission settings. These include things like location services, diagnostic data, and personalized experiences. Windows will usually present them as simple on-off options. You can customize these if you want, but many users simply proceed with default settings or disable anything they don't feel comfortable sharing. Each option can be adjusted later inside Windows settings, so there's no pressure to get everything perfect right now. Once you finish this section, Windows will continue configuring your system in the background. This is the final stretch before your desktop is ready. At this point, your computer is almost fully set up and preparing the final apps, services, and user environment. Now that your account, security, and privacy settings are complete, Windows 11 moves into the final setup phase. This is where the system finishes preparing your desktop and decides which apps and services to include based on your earlier choices. You may see a few optional screens at this point. One of them could be related to OneDrive, Microsoft's cloud storage service. It will ask if you want to back up your files online so they can be accessed from other devices. If you prefer keeping everything stored locally on your computer, you can choose the option that keeps files on this PC only. If you like cloud backups, you can enable it instead. Next, you might see offers for Microsoft 365 or Office trials. This includes apps like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. If you already have Office or don't plan to use it, you can simply skip or decline this step. It won't affect your system if you choose not to install it. Depending on your computer brand, there may also be a short registration or device setup screen. This is mainly for warranty support or manufacturer tools. You can fill it in if needed, or skip it if you want to continue faster. After all optional steps are finished, Windows will begin its final configuration. You'll see a loading screen where everything is being prepared in the background. This includes setting up your desktop, applying your preferences, and installing any required system components. After a few moments, your screen will transition, and this is the moment you've been waiting for. Your Windows 11 desktop will appear for the first time. Everything is now installed, configured, and ready to use. At this point, your computer is fully set up. You can start installing apps, browsing the internet, or customizing your desktop however you like. Take a moment to explore your new system. It's completely ready to go.